people, welcome to MK channel. Welcome to one of our editions once again of health tips. Please begin by liking, sharing, and don't forget to subscribe on the button just below this tip. Welcome, thank you all my MK shans once again for this other edition of Health at the Center. All right, we are going to be talking about some health tips today, and what is our point of focus? Back pain or backache. All right, what causes all of this? When you're always seated for a very long time, it becomes a whole deal. That's when you have a static position, the body doesn't feel like you move it from time to time. It can always cause back pain. Now, our normal hours of sleep are 8 hours generally. Sleep changing, if you notice in your sleep, you must change positions. So if you don't change the position, it's simply just something that is obligatory because your body obliges you to change position. So if you don't change position, it affects your lumbar being the lower part of your back. You're going to excuse my eyes from lowering from time to time because I need to say exactly what I know and I got from the doctors. Remember, Maricol is not a medical personnel. I am just a facilitator and your messenger. All right, love you all once again, and remember, there are many other causes. Now, when you're watching a movie, if you notice, you can't stay for too long watching a movie that is like 2 hours without changing position. Those who watch movies generally will cross their legs or they'll cross their arms and all of that. Without any movements, you can have issues with your back. Now, second cause of back pain is not too much sports. That's those who don't do physical exercise a lot. You have a sedentary life. You don't activate your back, or you have the less you activate your back, the more you have pain at the level of your lower part of the back, which is called the lumbar. All right, so move your body always. Weightlifters move their bodies. Even though they move their bodies, they too have pain from time to time, but their pain is not as sharp as ours. The third cause is nutrition. What kind of food are you eating? Are you eating well? Are you eating balanced diet? Good quality of food is also good for the body. Remember, the body or food is like medicine to the body. So please avoid fast foods, avoid too much fatty, too much salty, or too much sweet meals, because all of these can also have a problem or a very big effect on your back. So avoid overweight too, because overweight, generally the weight is being carried by your back. So control your weight. The fourth reason, stress. If you stress too much at work, at home, or you stress about your own self, remember, we are living in a world of problems. Some people have emotional stress, financial stress, professional stress, health stress. Please cut down on your stress, because all of these will affect your back. Now, quality sleep. What kind of sleep do you sleep? Do you have 6 hours of empty sleep or 4 hours of quality sleep? Please remember, sleep is good. Check the kind of mattress you're sleeping on, and check the kind of environment you're sleeping. Are you sleeping in a noisy environment, or are you in a cosmopolitan area? Please check your kind of sleep. And the other cause is the disc. The disc can be fragilized because of a lot of harsh activities that you've been doing. And check well whether you rest enough. It's important. The upper and the lower parts of your back are quite different. It's always a point. There's always a point found either on the left or on the right side, which always pains. So sometimes you feel the pain, but you don't know where exactly it is. Once you're able to identify it, go see a doctor. It's important. 3 things to do to avoid pains. On that point that is being affected on your back, please, this is what we'll ask you to do. It's a muscular pain, and it is called the omoplate and the vertebral column. It's generally tense and it creates a knot, and it's that knot that aches you, and it affects and contracts. It contracts and commands your fiber nerves, and that's how you start feeling pains at the level of your muscles, because they work like electricity and they pass information to each other. Once the information is dropped, it starts contracting. Now, your brain works in collaboration with your muscles. That's what you might not know as a human being. And it's a muscular pain, a vertebral root, a vertebral pain, and these are cervical issues that can affect the muscle which is called the omoplate. Remember, Maricol is not a doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm just a facilitator. I'm a messenger. It is thanks to a neuro traumatologist that we are able to give you this information. Now, the advice that we can give you at this point is that there should be, avoid any cervical blockage, because cervical blockage can perturb your vertebral roots. And so when it's this way, please rush to the hospital. For women, please avoid carrying heavy bags. Yes, handbags that are heavy. And once you have some, if you're obliged to carry heavy handbag, please alternate. 10 minutes after, send it to your left side, and after that, you can send to the right side. In this way, you will not strain your back. Important. Secondly, relax your muscles. Push your back above and forward. Yes, push your shoulders above and forward. In that way, you are able to stretch and exercise that part of your back that has been hurting because of a sedentary lifestyle that you're going through. Do that from side to side. Do stretches. Stretch your body, stretch your muscles like I'm doing. Yes, and this is going to be less tense. It's going to relax your muscles. Do it longer, because all of this will not avoid, it will help you to be able to breathe. Do a breathe in and out. It will help you a lot. And do an auto massage as well on that part of your body that is aching. Now, another thing we should take note of is infections can cause pain at the level of our back. Tumor, malformation, rheumatic pain can cause it. Now, it can also cause us pain at the level of our shoulders and our neck. Yes, so please don't strain these aspects of your body. And when it pains at the neck, it moves to your shoulders and eventually goes to your arms and then to the cervical brachial. And it also affects your lower back, that's the lumbars. It begins from your buttocks level, it affects your laps, your legs, and then eventually the soles of your feet. So the origin could be bad habit, the fact that you have a sedentary life. Contract your muscles often. And the pains at the level of the fact that maybe you had an accident, yes, it can also cause this. You could have had an accident in the past, and this can cause a trauma at the level of your back. Sitting posture is important. Check your nerves. If you notice that you have a lot of cramps, a lot of pinching, cold feet, then please check, because maybe you are gradually going closer to a problem of a back. It can also modify your back, your vertebral column, to the point where it touches your skeleton. So your articulations can start paining. And what kind of infection can cause you back pain? Inflammation. I'm sure a lot of people are asking me. Inflammation at the level of your articulations can cause you back pain. Weight, overweight, paravertebral postures can cause you all of this. An accident can cause this. Rheumatism due to age and other issues can cause this. And it can also affect your discal hernia. Those who are exposed to this disease or this kind of problems are those who work in a repeated chain process, like in a company where you do the same thing over and over. Those who have to sit on chairs for long hours, like drivers who have to go on long, bumpy roads on bad seats. Check your seats, because all of these can be very detrimental to your back. Farmers also need to know that the right posture is that you don't bend with your back, but you bend with your legs and your laps and your knees and not your back. Do stretch out, do gymnastics, do massage, and do sports. Those who are into high-level sports have to always go for kinesiotherapy, because weightlifters also have issues, like I said earlier on in our tape. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please support us. Our contacts are just above me. You can support us in every form that you can. All right, talking about the diagnosis or still this disease, we have congenital issues linked up to this problem. Yes, some people are born with this, and it's as from the ages of 7 and 9 that the child starts complaining that they have a pain at the level of their back, and we start wondering. At this stage, the child can go through a real education or to redress the back pain, or they can go through a surgery in extreme cases. Now, the diagnosis are going to be done by radiography, scanography, or IRL. And in Cameroon, where I am, Douala, Yaoundé, and Bafoussam are towns where you can easily find this. In Cameroon, the growth rate of such problems is on a rise. Why? Because people are into a lot of activities that demand that they stand for long or they sit for long hours. So please take care of yourselves. And another consequence is the fact that people go for auto-medication a lot instead of going for consultation. Do an immediate consultation when you notice that you're not feeling well. Who is supposed to check anybody who is suffering from this? A neurologist or a rheumatologist or a neurosurgeon. A neurologist would go for nerves issues, rheumatologist would go for rheumatism issues, while a neurosurgeon would go for surgery, extreme cases. And dorsal pain can also cause immobility and gradually a paralysis when it is being ignored for long. Treatment would depend on the result. It could be a surgery or a painkiller or anti-inflammatory or balm or massage or a kinesiotherapy. Change of posture. Get a posture that will permit you to be active from time to time. Stretch your feet and your legs from time to time. And painters should do exercises like gymnastics, runs, walks, and even race. In order to prevent this, please get good postures that will permit you to be active. Stretch out your laps, push your shoulders to the front, and etc. Go get yourself consulted and avoid overweight. Mesdames et messieurs, mes chers MK Chan, merci de me retrouver une fois de plus dans une autre édition de la santé. Oui, nous partageons quelques conseils sur la santé. S'il vous plaît, commencez par liker, partager et surtout, n'oubliez pas de nous soutenir. Nos contacts sont juste en haut de ma tête. Aujourd'hui, nous allons parler du mot de dos. Oui, le mal de dos. Voilà, il faut savoir que l'hernie discale de l'être humain peut se briser à cause du fait qu'on est trop statique. Le fait d'être toujours assis sur une seule position, c'est un problème. Si vous constatez très bien dans vos sommeils, avant que vous ne vous réveillez le matin, vous n'êtes plus sur la même position que vous avez pris dès le départ. Pourquoi? Parce que votre corps demande cela. Ah oui, parce que le dos, la position, c'est important. Pour les personnes qui regardent également les films pendant des heures et des heures, ils ont tendance à toujours croiser les pieds ou à changer de position de temps en temps. Sinon, vous aurez mal au dos. Qu'est-ce qui cause donc le mal de dos? Des fois, c'est manque d'activité physique ou manque de sport. Ah oui. Le plus, c'est-à-dire plus vous faites de sport, moins vous aurez mal au niveau de votre dos. Donc, les mouvements constants sont très importants. Les personnes, les porteurs de poids lourds ont aussi souvent mal, mais pas trop, parce qu'ils sont quand même en activité. Deuxième cause, la nutrition. Quel type de nourriture mangez-vous? Évitez de manger la nourriture de la rue, oui, et essayez de manger équilibré, c'est important. Sachez que la nourriture est comme le médicament pour le corps de l'être humain. Donc mangez bien et regardez les heures à laquelle vous mangez. Ne mangez pas trop gras, trop sucré, trop salé et ne mangez pas aussi trop tard. Ok, autre cause, c'est le stress. Le stress peut revenir du travail ou de votre propre vie ou sur tous les plans. Donc, vous pouvez être sous stress et ça cause le problème lombaire ou le problème de mal de dos. Autre chose, c'est que la qualité de sommeil. Quel type de sommeil dormez-vous? Vous dormez pendant combien des heures? Dans quel type d'environnement dormez-vous? Quel type de matelas vous vous couchez là-dessus? C'est important de voir parce qu'il y a des matelas fines qui peuvent vous causer des maux de dos plutôt que de vous soulager. Autre chose, c'est que si votre disque est fragilisé parce que vous êtes constamment en activité et vous ne vous reposez pas assez, ça devient un problème. Donc, reposez-vous assez. Et il faut savoir que la partie inférieure et la partie inférieure et la partie antérieure de votre supérieur, j'y arrive, de votre dos, sont des parties très fragiles. Des fois, vous sentez le mal dans un point. Ça cause un nœud. Ça, c'est quand le muscle a été contracté. Ça, c'est quand vous commencez à sentir cela. Et vous avez du mal à respirer. Ça, ce sont des soucis qui peuvent renvoyer au problème de colonne vertébrale. 3 choses à faire pour éviter ce genre de mal, c'est qu'il faut éviter de trop vous asseoir pendant très longtemps. Parce que le disque lombaire, le disque cervical se brise au fil du temps. Plus vous utilisez ces parties de votre corps, plus ça devient très très fragilisé. Donc évitez de trop utiliser votre dos. Et sachez que le muscle se contracte, c'est pour ça que vous vous sentez mal comme vous sentez. Autre chose à savoir comme conseil, c'est que il faut éviter pour les femmes, éviter de porter les sacs pendant très longtemps sur un côté. Oui, évitez de porter les sacs pendant très longtemps. Alternez 10 minutes. Ensuite, relâchez vos muscles et puis faites les automassages à la maison. Aussi, il faut aller se faire consulter quand vous constatez que ça ne va vraiment pas. Autre chose aussi à faire, c'est qu'il faut aller voir un neurologue, il faut aller se faire consulter tout le temps, éviter les travaux qui vous demandent de rester debout pendant très longtemps. Et les chauffeurs, si vous allez pendant très longtemps sur les routes qui sont mauvaises, évitez que vos chaises ne soient pas des sièges qui ont des problèmes. Alors, tout cela, et même les agriculteurs, quand vous voulez vous courber au champ, vraiment, courbez-vous à partir de vos jambes et non sur votre dos. Merci à vous, mes MK Chan, je vous aime bien. On se revoit dans notre prochaine édition. S'il vous plaît, likez, partagez et surtout, n'oubliez pas de nous envoyer, de vous abonner sur notre chaîne. Je vous aime bien. À nous revoir dans nos prochaines éditions. Ciao!